Hi, thank you for your interest in studying sociology at Kent. I'm Dr. Joy Zhang, Director of Study for Sociology, and in this short video, I'm going to introduce you to our programs. Selecting university can be really exciting, but it also can be really nerve-wracking because you're essentially deciding where to spend some of the best year of your life. So I can appreciate that. I'm going to start with the question that is both most important and least important. And that is, what kind of career path will a sociology degree from Kent open up for you? Well, this is the most important question because it is always good to study with a sense of purpose. And from my experience, this is perhaps one of the most frequently asked questions from parents. But in some way, this is also the least important question because I'd say it's too early to have an answer for that. A good education is not just about helping you realize your dreams, but it is about developing your abilities to censor and explore the world and thus let you discover the potential that you never thought you had. So of course I can give you a list of professions that our students have landed on, such as consultancies, market researchers, policy advisors, managers, and you can work for funding agencies, non-governmental organizations, charities, media, and you can become teachers, professors, and not just in the UK, but also in Asia, North America, around the world. The list can go on. But wouldn't it be even nicer if I tell you that your future is unchained? You can become all or none of these. And our role is to help you to find out and then become who you want to be. This is not a motivational talk. I'm actually being really pragmatic here. Because in a rapidly changing world, new social situations, new social needs, and indeed new professions emerge all the time. So the best insurance for future competitiveness is not to narrow down your life option upon entering universities, but to open it up. I say with a good balance between two things. Well, first, you will need a mastery of comprehensive set of knowledge and critical skills that are transferable to a wide domain. These are the type of things our core method and theory modules are trying to teach. For example, you will need the ability to produce qualitative and quantitative data, be able to decode their meanings and translate them into action so as to make a difference in the world. And you will also need a future-oriented vision of the contemporary world that goes beyond a Eurocentric or an anthropocentric viewpoint. Why? Because we know the 21st century is no longer just about the West and the rest. We need to broaden our mindset. And this is the type of things that our wide range of optional modules are trying to achieve. I'll give you some examples. If we were to take globalization and its side effects seriously, we then do need to understand the sociology of the global South and be able to appreciate the fluidity of identities and belongings. With the COVID pandemic and looming climate risks, I think we've all realized that the social as we know it is no longer just about humans. It's also about our relation with animals and environment. So we need to have a better environmental politics for a sustainable future. I'm only giving you a flavor of our sociology optional modules. There are a lot that I don't have time to cover in this short video. Because one of the key benefits of studying at SSPSSR, one of the largest social science schools in the UK, is that you will be able to take optional modules from criminology, social policy, cultural studies, social work, etc., all in-house. They won't be considered as wild modules. And we always encourage our students to develop interdisciplinary academic profiles. So how do we achieve that? Well, now we come to the technical part of how we structure your study at Kent. And it's quite straightforward. So every academic year, there are 2 teaching terms. And within every term, you will take 4 modules. There are a couple of exceptions, but most modules last only 1 term long, which means on average every year you will have to complete 7 to 8 different modules. And of these, you will have 4 compulsories in your first year, 2 in your second year, and none in the final year. Why do we have compulsory modules? Well, they form the 2 spines of your sociology degree. One is research method and the other is social theory. So in year 1 and 2, you will have 1 compulsory module in research method and 1 in social theory. And then in year 3, as I said, you won't have any compulsories, but we highly recommend that you take this dissertation module so as to put all the methods and concepts you've learned in previous years into practice. You will have the chance to design and carry out your own research project and develop your own expertise. That's really going to help make you stand out at a job interview and when you apply for future studies. And don't worry, a member of staff will be assigned to you to act as your supervisor and work with you every step of the way. And in addition, in year 1, you will have 2 twin compulsory modules. They are the fundamentals of sociology and sociology of everyday life. And these modules are designed to bring everyone onto the university level. So be alert. There will always be something new in each lecture, even for those of you who have done sociology at A level. And apart from these compulsories, as I said, the rest of our degree are made up by optional modules, and we encourage you to choose studying a wide range of topics that are most interesting to you. And if you're doing a joint honor degree, your program structure will look very similar, only that you will have 1 or 2 additional compulsory modules in each academic year so as to meet the requirement of the other component of your joint degree. And most of these modules are taught through lectures and seminars, and some are assessed by coursework, some by exams, and some by a combination of both. And all the teachings or assessments are tailored to fit the module, so I won't go through them all, but if you have any questions or you want to know more, simply drop me an email and feel free to contact me. I want to end this video by revisiting this most important and least important question. That is, what kind of path will a sociology degree from Kent open up for you, the students? And to be honest, this is also a question that I and many of my colleagues often think about. And the answer to that question naturally varies depending on the individuals. And if you ask me, notice this Escher painting behind me? Notice how the artist fused one's table with the lively street outside? In a way, this is also what we want to achieve at Kent. We want to extend your desk to the real world. And yes, with books and the art of perspectives. A good education is not just about transmitting knowledge, but it's also about bridging different worlds and drawing us into a correspondence with those worlds. So, as I said in the beginning, I think you should see your future as unchained. A better question to ask is, how can your potential be unleashed? You may have read in the latest Complete University Guide that sociology at Kent was ranked number 1 for research quality. So there's one thing I can definitely assure you of. That is, once joining us, you will be working with some of the most amazing sociologists in the UK. Sounds good? We'll see you on campus!